Hey, everybody.
Woo! Oh my God, we are live.
We are live. I am back. How did you guys enjoy?
I'm sorry. That's on me.
How did you guys enjoy Tony on the show last week? I absolutely love her. It went a little off the rails, but
well, you know why?
Okay.
You know why it went off the rails?
Yes.
It went off the rails because we apparently had the rail conductor here, and that's Joseph. That man just woo woo, and it was gone. Wherever the show wanted to go is where he wanted it to go.
Yes.
So we had to deal with that.
But we are back. We are going to stay on topic. We got some fan questions that you guys submitted, and we will try to help you with some solid dating advice.
Yes.
We hope.
So how was your week?
It's been okay.
I mean, well, going from Tuesday to Tuesday. That's how
last Tuesday you got to check out the Hogwarts Dark Arts experience with Josh and Jezer, and that was super interesting. I actually cried. That was really intense, and it's super great. I'm actually going with Who's Shay in like a month. So go check that out again.
Oh, that's gonna be dope!
Yeah,
so this time now you'll get to actually see it like as a civilian.
Yeah, I'm gonna dress up in all of my like dark arts. I'm gonna get my like lick 'em and stick 'em tattoos.
Ooh,
my dark mark. I'm super excited.
Hey, excuse me, Shay, do you happen to have something special in any bags? Any to pour in there? No. Oh, I thought you loved me. It's all right. Whoa, what's happening? I'm hearing. Oh my God, we're in a time loop. Calm down. It's all right. Little residuals from Doctor Who. It gets a while when we get back to Gallifrey. Yeah, exactly. So bear with us. I don't know what people are talking about here. I've blocked both. Okay, people are blocking people. Apparently that's what's happening in the chat. Yay, I know, huh? It's not bad to block people. Sometimes you need to do it because you just don't want to talk to them. Oh God! Endgame already.
If you put any spoilers, I will go through the screen and I will like shank you with that little Bonosaurus knife thing from that ham dude.
Oh yeah!
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, tune until that Retro Ranger wrap up from Sunday, and you will know what I am talking about.
That's right, perfect.
And it's on
Facebook. Oh my gosh! So, my week has been slightly tumultuous. I'm working a new job. I'm enjoying it.
Congratulations! I guess something new.
Yes, I'm a copyright now at Sony.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. So I'm writing copy.
Congratulations!
Yes, and I appreciate it. I love it so much. It's just one step away, and then soon I'll just try to hopefully get in the staff for writing. It'll be great. But so that's what's been going on for me. Today we saw Shazam on the Sony lot. I know. How did he have that copy? I don't know. It's crazy, but I did. So that's what we did today.
Zachary
at the
Levi,
end of
I
the
love
day.
him.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, because I didn't actually see the movie, so it was like, oh, this was interesting. So it was cool. It was pretty cool.
Or also Flynn Rider.
There's a lot of people on there.
Or what was the musical he was in? First Date? Is it called First Date? That one was really good too.
Oh, I absolutely love it. You remember?
I went to go see it. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's believe.
Well, Jezer loves him. Yeah. Jezer loves him because he's a nice guy. You know.
Man, that guy talks a lot though. All of his,
really?
He is a chatty Cathy.
He is.
But he's so friendly and so nice.
Right? But Zachary Levi definitely still a very nice guy. Very, very nice person. Like, met him in person, it's like, oh my God, you're such a chill guy. Nice guy. Speaking about nice guys, I guess we can get into our first question.
All right. What do we got this week?
All right. So, this week, oh my God, people don't even know who we are. So unprofessional. Well, she's Elle. You can see her name's right there. I'm Daniel. There you guys go. You get it. Boom. All right. I don't know.
And we are on quest for player 2. If you guys want to submit us your questions, like any dating questions or like comments, confessions, whatever, go ahead and super chat us if you want.
Yeah, you hit us with the super chat. Yeah. If you hit us with the super chat, we'll be able to go ahead and answer them. If not, what you guys can do is send us email over to FanQuestions at thathashtagshow.com. In the subject, make sure to just type in, I guess, Q4P2 or something like that.
Or if you want to actually spell it out, that's fine too.
Yeah, either way.
You gotta get the hint. Just put a subject so we know it's for us.
Exactly, and then we'll be able to go ahead and take it and give you guys some info.
Well, we got a super chat from Cool Handle Name, $2, just like that.
Like
that's
that.
You super chat.
Exactly. I love
Thanks
super chats.
so much.
I love it. So let's go ahead and get into this one. Oh, this is a good one.
Wait, and Comic Book Realtor.
Comic Realtor tonight. I won't be here since today is my
Happy
birthday. Oh, nice. I just wanted to ask if the hashtag crew can wish me a happy birthday. If it's fine, thank you. Yes, of course. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Comic Book Realtor.
Definitely. Oh, geez. Well, thank you for letting us know. We appreciate it. You guys are like family to us, so we care.
Oh, and can I give a late birthday shout out to Daniel Diaz? His birthday was on Saturday. And,
his birthday was on April 20th.
Yeah.
We just missed it. I'm sorry we didn't get to say it on air. Happy birthday, man. Forgot.
Yeah, because there's a lot of April birthdays.
There are.
We had Larry, we had MJ Spud, we have...
Daniel, we have Comic Book Realtor.
We got everybody.
Or as Joe says it, Realtor? Or I forgot how he said it.
Am I saying it wrong?
I don't know how he said it. He said it weird.
What? And Rose's birthday was on the 420 as well?
Oh, man. Wow. I'm not shocked that his birthday's on 420. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah, it was. I forgot. Wow. Yeah, that's right. He is actually 100, so that's a good thing about him.
And
Junior was on the 21st. Dear God!
We have a ton of April birthdays.
Wow. I forgot. Oh, wow.
Thanks for
you guys can hear what's happening in the peanut gallery. You'd not be happy. Well, she's not watching. It doesn't matter. He only watches what he does. So, moving on. We got our first question coming on, and it says, "Do nice guys finish at all?" That's the top. That's the kind of title. Oh, wow. Yeah, interesting.
Let's read this question and see if we can get a little more details, and happy birthday to Layla's grandmother.
Oh, okay. Oh, happy birthday to Layla's Gammy. I don't know. I just want to say it differently.
All right.
All right. So anyway, do nice guys finish at all? It seems to me that the modern man, and then, of course, if we happen to be a nice guy, I mean, with what women usually have to go through nowadays with most men, the misogynistic ideals, the ego-driven debates, the cheating, the lying, the superiority complexes, and so on and so on and so on. And let's not forget the overly aggressive part. Are you just anti-male? I don't know what's going on in this part of the conversation, but okay.
I mean, I've encountered a lot of people like that, so you're not wrong.
Jeez. Okay, all right. So far, men are garbage, it seems
I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying there are more than a handful of people like that out there.
Okay, well, anyway, us nice guys choose to fall back and be in some way passive and in touch with our emotions. We're considered soft, okay, I get it. We're considered soft because we're in touch with our emotions, or we didn't try hard enough because we aren't aggressive enough, and we're a victim of low self-esteem because we don't run around with a larger-than-life ego. So I pose this question to you of what should I do? We're in a world that already is nice guys finishing last, but when you really take an honest look at your nice guy, ask yourself, do they even finish at all? Most nice guys I know are currently single, alone, and will undoubtedly die alone. God, this is so bleak, right? So bleak.
All right.
Should I be more aggressive? Should I just get more cocky? Should I just embrace the larger than life ego and take the alpha male route just to get a girlfriend? Or just let nature take its course and become a recluse? God!
Wow, that's a dark outlook, my friend. I don't think you need to think like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of curious about what is your age range, because I feel like a lot of if you're like in high school, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of young girls like them bad boys, but once you grow up, you realize that they are not the people for you. I don't think that you need to die alone. I don't think you need to become a recluse. And it's kind of one of those things too, where it's like, even if you're an introverted person, you can have a boyfriend, a girlfriend. You can go on dates.
Right.
And you don't have to be aggressive, but I feel, oh man, we got James Dean up there.
Hey, yeah, well, he's a bad guy, and unfortunately he died in a bad way. But yes, indeed. A lot of women do like, younger women usually when it starts out, hey, they want a bad boy. They want something kind of exciting, blah, blah, etc., etc.
But that's not the person you marry. That's the person you may date briefly, maybe on and off again.
Very true.
But the person you end up with is always a nice guy.
No,
I can't say always, but the majority of people who think logically and have a good head on their shoulders will end up with a nice guy.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like nice guys finish last, and what we do see, which is common, very interesting, a lot of people don't think about it, but usually the guys who start off as the bad boys, when they get older, life changes them and they become the nice guy. But on the other way, sometimes the guy who starts off as the nice guy gets to a point like this guy, and ends up later being the bad guy. Like, the not nice guy. As Jetzer's favorite words, the fuckboy. you know? And it's a question of, well, do you want to get the girls now or do you want to get them later? I guess it's kind of a question of that, but you don't have to do that.
Realistically, I feel like guys want to get the girls all the time.
Yes.
The thing is, what kind of girl are you looking for? What kind of relationship do you start off with? And you don't have to be aggressive. I think I've said this before, that if you just go up to any girl and you think you're interested, just be like, hey, you know, we had a really great conversation. I'd love to continue this over dinner. Would you mind going on a date with me? Are you free next Saturday? That's not aggressive. It's not necessarily something that's like super shy.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like you don't have to be aggressive to get a girl. I think you just have to be honest and have great communication skills. And even if you're an introvert, if you could just build up the energy to do that one thing, you'll be fine. And I feel like, especially now, like millennials, it's text messaging. So you can like meticulously go over all of your words before you send it out.
Very true. You know? But I mean, so then what should this guy do though? It's like, well, should he try to, you know, bulk it up a little bit and be more of the quote unquote, as he said, alpha male, or should he just live his life and be yourself and see what happens?
The thing is, where are you trying to meet people too? Because I feel like that's an age range thing as well. Because when you're younger, like you go to school, you go to classes, or if you're in college, you're going to meet a ton of people regularly.
Definitely.
As you get older, I like work at the same place for the last 6 years with all the same people. I don't really go out that much. It's more difficult to meet people. So think about your interests, think about your hobbies, and join like groups, join community events, like go out and do stuff. I don't know. It's kind of hard if you're more introverted. I'm like actually incredibly introverted, which is why I like go to bed so early and I need a lot of downtime. But
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of tough because I know at one time I was like the definite nice guy, you know.
And you got married. And
right. I did. Well, it didn't work out well.
It didn't work out, but that didn't stop you from dating anybody.
No, it didn't actually. But after that, I got I did get an understanding where it was like, you know what? In some ways, maybe I do have to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm not saying I have to be a douche, but I have to be a little bit more aggressive. I have to make sure that what I want is I have to vocalize what I want. You know, hey, if I'm interested in someone, don't be that guy, because this is the problem with nice guys. There you go. See, there you go. The problem with nice guys, sometimes we become too afraid. We become too afraid to approach someone. We become too afraid because it's like the what ifs. Oh my God, what if she says no? Blah, blah, blah. Well, what if she says no? What if she says yes? You don't know. Take a chance. You're not going to be all of a sudden become the bad boy just because someone said no. I mean, you know, there's just... A no is a no. Who cares? Congratulations. You're building up. You're getting stronger.
And even if she is a total bitch and says no in like the most horrible way possible, you don't want to date someone like that anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you just dodged a bullet.
You could just brush off and be like, yo, I'm glad that came out on the onset and I didn't have to waste like 3 dates and that kind of money on this chick.
Exactly.
Thank goodness.
I'm going to say deuces to it and live life. You know, like I don't have time for that. But I mean, sure. After a while for myself, I grew to become like just, I guess, a different guy. Like, it was just like, okay, I realized that I have to be able to approach someone and say something. I've got to make sure that I'm clear with what I want. And sometimes, you know, make a straight beeline for a person. And don't worry about anything else. Because ultimately, like Wayne Gretzky says, of course, you miss 50% of the shots, you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, take the shot. Just take the shot.
Yeah.
Shoot your shot, and it doesn't matter if you fail. Then you fail. That's it. That's all I'm saying. On the omega level, the alpha male, beta male, and the omega level.
Well, honestly, I feel like girls, if they are into bad boys, it's always for the short term. The long-term relationships, the monogamous relationships, what you want with intimacy and everything else, those are the nice guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I do hate that about the low self-esteem thing.
You shouldn't have low self-esteem.
There are people that say that, like, oh, you got low. You know, like he says that, you know, we're called that we have low self-esteem because we don't happen to run around with this larger than life ego, and it's like that is true. Women have a thing. Well, they will say that, like, oh my God. Just, we were here this weekend.
Okay.
And Tony always says this about #men. She says, #men have low self-esteem. And I was like, what? And I'm like, what?
I don't think you do.
Yeah. But she said, that's what I said, but she said that every time. And I was like, why? And she was like, you know, oh, well, how many pictures of yourself do you have on your Instagram? And I was like, not that many. I know what I look like. Why do I need to have a selfie? Like, that's how I feel about selfies. And she was like, see? And I was like, see, that means nothing. Actually, it would be a problem if I had low self-esteem. You'd see it more because I keep taking pictures, hoping that someone will go ahead and validate me and make me feel good. So kind of look at your view on what you feel is low self-esteem. But that's a problem because women do see men and they say, oh, well, because he's not this or he's not that, oh, he has low self-esteem. And because of that, they're not interested. And if that's the case and that woman's not interested in you, she feels you have low self-esteem because you're not walking around braggadocious and everything, well, then that's not the woman you want anyway. Braggadocious? I know, you're not braggadocious.
Got it. I like that. I'm going to work that into my vocabulary in the future.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like, you don't have to walk around and just always beat your chest and, I am the man in the room. Nah.
Honestly, that kind of arrogance is kind of a turnoff for me. I mean, I don't speak for all women or for all guys or all people in general, but like that kind of self-centeredness, and if you look at my Instagram, it looks really self-centered, but like, I'm not going to lie. But it's not very attractive to me, to be honest.
It's not. Really, self-confidence is a form of self-love. So you got to make sure that you do have that level of confidence
and that's the thing,
yourself.
Self-confidence comes from yourself,
exactly.
not from anybody else.
Anyone
If
else.
anyone wants to tear you down and cut them out of your life, you don't need people like that. Go find some people that'll respect you, that'll support you, that will bring you up to a higher level.
Exactly.
You need that with friends, your family, your relationships, with everybody.
All of the above.
Yes.
But that's the thing. It's like, you know what? Hey, sometimes you're going to find a bad boy. Sometimes, hey, you're going to find a bad girl. That's what some people like. And that's just what they like at that time. But it goes through phases as far as interest. So sometimes I would suggest just be yourself. Just like Elle said, be yourself, because that's the kind of person that you want to find you interesting. Because you can't sit there, like I say all the time, you can't sit there and wear the mask and then one day take it off and say they'll still love me because they're like, I don't know exactly. I have no idea what the monster is below. All I know is that the monster is up top because that's what you showed me. So just be who you are. That's it. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah.
There you go.
I feel like that's the foundation of a lot of our answers is communication and honesty. You don't want to be too honest on a first date, let me tell you. You want to hold some things back.
Oh, God, yes.
Don't expose it all in the first one.
Oh,
we can talk about that some other time.
Oh, my God. Now, let me see. Next question. This one's a little bit grown up. This one's called The Power of Three. Which is funny because it's a Doctor Who episode title.
Yeah, but it also reminds me of Charmed. If any of you are old enough to remember Charmed, The Power of Three is a big thing for that show too.
That's right. The new one is it already canceled?
I don't know.
I don't.
But
it was a thing.
Charmed was also horrible because it's supposed to be 3 and there was magically a 4th
after that. Yeah, they were like, "Hey, look who we found!" And then, but then after that, they got rid of what's her name, and then they brought in, and it was still 3 again.
Yeah, but we digress.
Let us get
Sorry,
guys.
Next question.
Sorry to get into this K-hole of CW dramas or whatever. So. My boyfriend and I met at Gallifrey 1 about 3 years ago.
Nice.
And last year at Galley, she called it Galley. Last year at Galley, we met an amazing woman who we both hit it off with, and we decided to become a triad. Oh boy! So she's getting into the Chinese mafia apparently. Triads. No, I'm just. Oh boy. Well, as of late.
Oh man!
I'm sorry. Well, as of late, he has been hanging out with her a lot more than me, and almost sneaking away to be with her. I understand she is new and there is an initial infatuation, but what about me?
Ooh, this is getting tricky. Toku, you're so young.
Oh, boy. Oh, please. Toku's like, Charmed? What's going on with Charmed? This one's already going to be too big for him. He's like, I'm still trying to understand what Charmed is, guys. Googling it. It's not giving me anything. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Look. Honestly, I have all notes all over this, so go ahead.
Every time you enter into a new relationship, you're always going to have that new interest, infatuation, that kind of excitement because it is new. Where I do get a little concerned is sneaking away is the words that this person used, which I don't actually like. That actually gives me...
I don't. I'm wondering, how long have you... Well, one, how long have you two been in this in the lifestyle? One, And
is it like a swinging thing or like a polyamorous?
It sounds when you say triad is definitely for polyamory, and that's the whole thing. So when she said it,
but they sound like they want to be three together. A threesome isn't always necessary.
Oh no. Well, polyamorous can be a whole thing where it's like A is dating B, but B is dating C, and A is dating Z, or blah blah. It can move around. So it does depend. It does depend. Usually that's exactly what it refers to when it comes to a relationship and the activity involved in which. So it kind of does depend. But honestly, when it comes to that, my whole question was, I noticed only one time did she mention an interaction with her, and it was at Galley. And I haven't heard anything about after. I noticed that in there. You didn't mention that you hung out with this person after, or that you saw them after. So now I'm wondering, did you do this just for him to be happy?
Or is this like a weird just con hookup and nothing else, and chat is dying?
Well, the thing is, he's digging it, but that's it. And I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Like, where does that work? Like, I don't know. If you're not ready for it, I don't think you should do anything you are not comfortable with for anyone.
But also, if you're feeling a little insecure, you're not exactly sure where this person stands.
Right.
I would just ask and be like, hey, I see that you want to hang out with this person a lot more. Do you want to hang out with them alone? Do you mind if I come? And just figure out where you stand, because I feel like these kind of questions that you have inside of your head will just fester and kind of become more than what it should be over time, which is why I'm the type I'm gonna say what I need to say as soon as I need to say it.
Mm-hmm. True.
It's just better for me to get it out there, to have that conversation, and to make sure that everyone is on the same understanding.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's actually it. That's exactly what I would say, because it's kind of hard. Some people, a lot of people are saying right in the chat, jealousy is the thing that keeps popping up. Get over it. If you're gonna be in a polyamorous relationship, get over jealousy.
You can't have that jealousy feelings in that. So maybe she's not necessarily the polyamorous and more wants a monogamous relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
And I feel if you want that, you need to talk to him and find out where he stands and what his intentions are and how long this might be going on for.
Yeah, right. Because this is the whole thing. If he's sneaking away, as you're saying it, and he's infatuated with her, and that's attention to her, she is the new thing, like you said, and it could be in some ways she's the new toy. She's shiny and new, and that's what's big and amazing. Will his infatuation or interest die down? I don't know. You know him better than we do. But the thing is, now it's more to focus on you. You're asking, well, what should you do? You need to be able to speak to him. You need to have a conversation. You need to ask yourself if you were even ready for this. If you weren't, and you did this not of your own volition, but you did it just to make him happy, that's something that needs to be said. And that's something that shouldn't be done. You shouldn't sacrifice your well-being, your happiness, or anything for someone else's happiness.
Preach.
So, I'm just saying, it's
you
have to be ready for that. And when it comes to living a life within polyamory, there's a lot of things that have to go on with it, and there should probably be, seems like there really should have been a longer and larger discussion, really trying to understand and figure things out.
But it's never too late to have that conversation. Especially since it seems like you've been thinking about this for a while, that he keeps sneaking away, he keeps talking to her, this has been going on and it's been bothering you for quite some time.
Yeah.
It is time to sit down and have a serious conversation. They're never fun, and it's terrible to be on the other end of the phone being like, hey, I really want to talk later. Because then the whole day you're like, damn it, what's
that's
going
the worst.
On?
Oh, God.
Try not to bring it up like that, because that person is going to be festering a lot of thoughts too. Just be like, hey, whenever time you normally talk, and just be like, hey, I just wanted to bring something up, and I wanted to have this conversation, and that's the only way you actually know.
And along with it, no matter what you do, write us back and let us know exactly what happened, because I want to know so bad.
Yes.
I just want to know exactly what happened. Everyone that we answer questions for, we definitely want to know. So
we want
just
your
hit
feedback.
us back. Yes.
Are we actually helping you, or are we destroying your lives?
Yes, we don't know.
Please don't let us destroy your lives.
We don't know. Yeah, we don't know, but we want to know.
We only have our own personal experiences, but the way that we get better is communicate. You guys in the chat, we love your input. We have ours. We have our producer, our peanut gallery, everyone giving us their own feedback, which we really appreciate, especially on this. We're a community. We're here to help each other.
Yeah, like Dan Romano was asking that question of, well, why does he have to sneak? That's his question.
Mine too.
Well, yeah,
like
it
the
is.
fact
It's
that
like,
you use the word sneaking out, like that already raises a lot of red flags for me. If it's something like, hey babe, I want to go hang out with this person, and blah blah blah, you know.
Yeah, it's like, okay, it's already established. You guys said you're a triad, so I don't understand why you should have to sneak out. And it maybe because he's giving more time to her than it's you. You kind of said that. And once again, like we said, you guys need to have a talk. That's probably why you even sent in an email, just so you can know, okay,
just
I am right to hear
I feel like you already want to have that conversation, but you just needed that, like, positive reinforcement to just... It's fine.
Girl, have the talk.
Yeah.
It's time to have it. And like you said, don't do the whole we've got to talk and make them wait and fester, because that's
a terrible
horrible
feeling, because already going into that conversation, that person is going to be on the defensive.
Yep.
You don't want that.
Yep. So do it at a time where you guys are just kind of, both home, everything's calm, everything's chill. There weren't plans. You probably even planned to stay in for that night. And then say, hey, this has been on my mind. And then...
Because this seems like it's going to be a conversation that's going to last a while. Mm-hmm. If you have an open and honest conversation about it. It's not going to be a quick 10-minute chat, so make sure...
In fact, block the night. Try to make a date night so he's not looking to go out or anything.
And definitely not with that other girl, because you need to settle this between you two before you bring in
Exactly. Since you guys are the primaries, you guys need to be able to have that conversation before you go on to the try. So that's what you guys need to do. I definitely suggest doing so. It will really help.
Love you too, Matthew Thompson.
You're definitely destroying my life, but it has nothing to do with the dating show. Just kidding. Love you guys. Well, I mean, hey, I understand. Joe is a kind of disruptive person. I understand that.
Don't get fired either.
You destroy my life by doing this while I'm working, and I'll probably be fired soon. Nah, you're fine. You're perfectly fine.
Just get your manager to watch the show too. And
yeah,
then you can watch it together.
Exactly.
Team building.
Yes.
And our producer's like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that at all. Don't say that. Okay. So we're moving on to the next question. Next question is I'm going to change the title a little bit. So voiceover this.
All right.
I'm a 24-year... Oh, I love when someone gives us ages. I love it so
what it was
much.
like to be in my early 20s.
I'm a 24-year-old man. Your early 20s.
Mid-20s.
I look and I just don't believe that you've
I'm
done
like a decade over.
Past. That's a lie. I don't believe what she says. I'm a 24-year-old man that moved to Texas from LA 1 year ago. Part of the reason I moved out here is because of a friend and current roommate. Okay. And of course, work. I'm a voice actor and do voiceover work. Oh my God, do you know Daryl J. No, I'm playing.
But also, I feel like, why'd you move from Los Angeles? When did you get
to Texas. Actually, Texas is a hub where they do for a lot of like anime voiceover.
What?
Like
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I think Jezzer told me that, and then I had to look it up. And then Toku was like, there's like an A team and a B team when it comes to voiceover. Long story.
Interesting. Okay.
So, my friend who has been completely platonic with me, I knew it. I can already tell. Has made a few moves and made it clear he wants to make us into us.
But they're housemates, right? Or
yes, they're roommates.
Roommates or housemates?
Well, I guess housemates.
Because housemates, you live in the same house.
Yeah, right.
But if you are roommates, that is already too intimate.
People never say housemate anymore. They just say like roommate.
Oh,
I'm like, I need to know. Like, yeah, let's see. All right. So my issue is I don't see him as a potential partner, and we both had a crush on the same guy, which I am trying to make that a thing. Oh, so he's trying to make the thing about them having that crush.
Oh,
he's
trying to make a love triangle.
It sounds like so.
But multiple direction love triangle.
So how do I turn him down? The triangle.
I was like, I don't know how to make a try.
I just do the
kind of.
Throw it up for Jay. So how do I turn him down and still live a normal life?
Yo, man, that is a complicated situation that I am glad I am not in.
My shirt says, F your dreams. That's what's going to happen right now because, wow. I don't know if there is such a thing as a normal life now. I mean, when you're roommate, flatmate, housemate, whatever it is, and if it's room, that's really, really awkward.
Because you can't bring it over that third guy. He's going to know who it is and what you're doing. And,
you can never host. So always be able to travel. But with that being the case, I mean, when it comes to your roommate, flatmate, whatever it is, if they're over your place, and they're interested in you, and you are like, yo.
But that person is also interested, so they both kind of same dude.
Right, but
the roommate likes him.
He said the roommate made it clear that he was trying to go ahead and move in or whatever, make us into us. So
I think if you are uncomfortable with that, you need to straight up and be like, hey, we live together. I don't want to make this into an awkward situation. Nothing has happened yet, right? Has anything happened yet? Because
oh my God, I wonder, because if that's it, then that's even worse. Because then it's like, oh my God, we did something and after that, now I'm like, now I don't want something.
Now I have regrets. But like, if nothing has happened, I feel like this is the perfect time to just be open and honest and be like, hey, I really like you. I think we get along really well. That's why we live together. I don't want to complicate anything. And I really respect your feelings. Oh my God, Bert.
Oh, well, that's not a good one because they're definitely a couple, right?
They're definitely a couple. Right? Like Ernie plays with his rubber ducky, and Bert just walks in like it's his place.
No, Bert just walks in and just stares at him while he's in there playing with his rubber ducky. He's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, well, that's a couple. I guess that's
a couple.
That's their thing, you know?
They have a good relationship.
Yeah, but how to let them down? That's a hard thing where it's like, okay,
that is hard, especially since you live with each other.
One.
But if nothing has happened yet, I feel like no harm, no foul. Hey, we live together. I don't want to make this weird. Also be like, would it be okay if I started dating other people? I don't want to hurt your feelings, and like kind of talk it out before anything happens. Well, if something has already happened,
well, but if nothing's happened, why would I have to tell you? Like, is it okay?
Because your housemates, it's like if you're roommates and you're inviting someone over, it's like no. When there's a tie on the doorknob, that means you gotta get out.
I would never bring that person if you were successful with landing that crush. Never bring the crush over because that roommate. Since they've already made the move and apparently they weren't intended to make the move before, they're probably going to be bitter. And if they're going to be bitter, they're going to try to ruin things.
That's a good point.
Never bring that person over. Do your business at their house. If not, get a hotel room. I don't know. But just don't bring them over.
That's better advice. That's better advice, people. Listen to Daniel.
But as far as letting them down, though, you said the jewel when it came to you. Dropping jewels. You're just amazing. Because it's like, that's exactly what you need to do. Let them know, hey, you know what? I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want anything to become weird or awkward. I really think that, or I value our friendship, blah, blah, yada, 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 and I don't want to see a change. Really, like you told us even here, they were one of the reasons you moved here. Because you had such a tight or strong relationship and friendship. That's very important to you, clearly. Let them know that that's important to you, and you don't want to lose that. So you don't want to muck it up or ruin it with emotions, relationships, and things like that. So it's best that we just don't get into a relationship.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I'd be like that, too. And just be like, I'm not interested in that way, and I value you as a friend, and put them in the friend zone.
Boom! Just stamp them, and that's it. Hopefully, you shouldn't have too much of a problem with them. If you do after that, write us. And if you don't, write us. Because I just want to know what happened. So ultimately, in the end, listen to our advice and write us.
Yeah, that is a really tough situation. This is one of the hardest questions. It's a really tough situation to be in because you moved all the way out there. You probably have a good rent. You have a good relationship. I don't know if moving out is an option for you. If you sign a lease, I don't know for how long. So you have to keep it cordial. You have to keep it respectful. That is hard. If it's a month to month, then you could be like, start looking for some
if it's month to month, you better start looking on any and everything as possible and find something else and connect.
Just in case, because you don't want that housemate, roommate.
Yeah, right.
That will ruin your life.
And the thing is, you guys, I wonder though, because this is my thing I've always wondered. So, you're gay guys, you live together, roommates, blah blah yada yada. You're in your 20s. Most likely you're on Grindr. You've never been like, bing. Oh shoot!
Right.
Like you're right. You're right there next to me. Like.
Oh, so you're on this app too?
Yeah. Like has he ever like, bing? He's like favored you or flamed you, said like, and you're like. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see that. Like, I wonder how it happened. I do wonder how he let you know, like, I'm interested in you. There's so much I want to know.
I know, and I want to know what happens with the other guys that you guys are both sort of kind of interested in.
Yes, like, are you guys going to compete? I want to know if they're going to compete. And then it's like, oh, haha, I got them. You didn't. And it could be a big turnaround. Let us know.
This is a complicated situation. I'm not 100% sure how... What to do? This is a hard one. But one step at a time. You got to talk to your roommate first.
Yeah.
First and foremost, you got to talk to your roommate.
That Tootsie Fella says that roommate will always be giving you the side eye.
I know.
Always. It's like, Well, hey, I'm just going to, from the purveyor of petty, I'm just going to let you know. Yes, expect that side eye. That's why I said never bring the crush around or anyone you date around, because he most likely will try to ruin or burn that relationship in some way.
Especially since you guys live together, you don't want any of your shit stolen, destroyed. And just in case he is super petty, I have no idea. But you got to keep things on the up and up when you live with somebody.
Exactly. When you never know, you protect yourself like you know. That's it. That's what I say.
Good luck. Good luck to all three of y'all.
Matthew Thompson, this is definitely a sitcom. It is. It definitely is. So, next question.
On to the next.
And this title is Sibling Rivalry.
Oh, God, please don't be incest.
All right. I think my friend's boyfriend may be dating his sister. Oh my God! I've already read this one. I've already read this one.
And Jamie out of here. The answer is no.
Automatically, your answer is no. But I've already read it. All right, hear me out. No, I don't want to hear you out. But so he's dating my friend right now for about a year and a half. And as of recently, my friend started to notice a very blatant trend. He drops everything for her. For example, when they are getting, his girlfriend, are getting hot and heavy in his room, and his sister comes home, he'll stop what he's doing and rush to say hello to her and hang out with her for a little bit, and in turn neglecting her. Well,
is this
somehow
just feeling like on the outs where it's like the overbearing mother versus like you have to protect your younger sister thing.
Well, automatically I'm hearing that they live with each other, so I'm like, are they twins? I wonder, like, okay, well,
is their name Cersei and Jamie?
No. Well,
or Paul Rudd and whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. Are they Cersei and Jamie? You better watch out because you may die. Run, Brienne, run! No, okay. Well, somehow, she is convinced. Oh, okay. She's convinced him to move out and cohabitate. Okay, that sounds good.
So brother and sister, or the girl?
No. The
girlfriend
and the boyfriend are finally like they're gonna move out. Okay.
Cool.
The only problem is
sounds good.
Oh. The only problem is he keeps trying to sneak in his sister into the equation as a roommate, so this way they can get a larger place. How can she tell him it's time to cut loose from his sister and cleave to his girlfriend? So pretty much what you're saying is, how can she say, you need to stop it with your sister? I don't care. That's great. But you need to be... Yeah. Oh, God, no! No!
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. It is an anime. Oh, it's so weird. Okay. Yeah, is he a writer? And is his sister, like, also... Okay. Honestly, what I'm saying is, I think that definitely... your friend needs to be able to tell her guy, if she's uncomfortable with the sister being around, that it's like, hey, I want us to have our first place, or something that's, specifically for us. And that's why I'm looking for us to do this. Like, I want us to have something that's ours, not ours and so-and-so's or blah, blah, blah. So I would definitely say this is what we're looking for. Like, tap into your super clear communication powers and just honestly say that part. I mean, hey, you know what? I love your sister too. Or should she have a conversation with the sister?
Nope.
Or just talk to her boyfriend. Just talk to her man.
These questions are getting progressively harder.
They are, and I love it. You guys are like been ramping up. Like, yo, this is what I'm getting into.
I feel like these questions are finally coming out of like the woodwork. Like we're asking questions, everyone's being shy and be like, oh, how do I ask somebody out?
Yeah,
and now we are talking about weird incest.
Yeah, right.
That escalated quickly.
Oh boy, but no, it's not incest. It's weird that it's like, okay, you have a connection with. I'm gonna assume they're probably twins because you're old enough and you guys apparently have a place already together. Now she's convinced you to move away from her.
With the family, and you I don't know, or is it something that the parents are far away and as an older brother,
and they just have the house?
It is your responsibility to take care of your younger sister. If it is like that and being like, oh my God, my parents left me in charge, I need to take care of my sibling when she comes home. I don't want her to superheroes having sex? Like, that's
No.
weird. So we gotta stop.
No.
And depending how old she is too, you know, like taking care of her.
Even if, nonetheless, I mean, well, like General Mom was saying, they could just be really close siblings.
Yeah, and
clearly they
be
are
very close. But
Yeah.
and I feel like unless. I don't know, because especially a younger sister kind of situation, or even like, I don't know, twin, if they're the same age, that is kind of a weird thing of like, hey, I want my own space. But like, if the sister is significantly younger, has to take care or look out or, you know, do whatever, I kind of...
Have you ever had a situation like that? Have you ever had someone like that you're dating and they have a connection, maybe not even a sibling, but they have a connection to a friend that you're kind of like, hey, they're just around a lot, you know, could you, it's me and you, not me, you, and this third wheel?
Yeah, but it's never been that intense. Not to the point where I'm like thinking like, yo, they sleeping together? Like, I've never had a situation, because if I ever had that, I'd be like, yo, what is going on?
Oh,
like,
boy.
I'm not okay with that, but also I'm just kind of blunt, and I don't like holding like weird thoughts in my brain. I want to find out, you know, like I would immediately bring it up and be like, yo, I've noticed you guys are super close. What's going on? Hey, want to watch some Game of Thrones together? Is that you?
Oh my God! Is that that's what's happening? Is this really a magical school like kind of thing going on? Because if not, stop it! Like, no, I would say something to the extent of, well, it's like, hey, like I said, the reason we're moving out is because I want something that's ours. And I want this as a first time for something to be ours to be very significant.
That is probably the best way to phrase it.
Yeah.
And that will give him the opportunity to say, hey, I'm in charge of my sister. I can't leave her there alone without a supervision or whatever.
You go.
If that is the case, I feel like that is more understandable. If she's also grown, or if she's older or whatever, or the same age, and be like, yo, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
We're grown. She's grown. I think she can survive on her own.
Yeah, man, I think she's okay. I mean, you know, honestly, you need to take a step back or a step away. I mean,
but I like how you phrase that question, because that opens a lot of doors to be like, hey, I want this to be our place. And that gives him the opportunity to explain his side.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And then, from there, then you guys can really have an open dialogue and talk about it. To BFF? That is a question. It's like, are we too much of BFFs?
But see, I mean, that works out because she's straight and he's gay.
Yeah, true. But ultimately, wait, did they came back for a season, right?
I didn't
watch it. Neither of them are married? I didn't watch it either. I don't know what happened. But honestly, yeah, maybe that's a great way to start that question. Next question. Yeah. Watch it be worse. Something finds out that they're their own grandpa.
It's like that whole time traveling thing. Yeah.
They're like, bootstrap paradox.
Yes, yes, thank you. That is the term. Right? Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to the next question.
Please don't be about grandparents.
Actually, this one... Toko, are you sitting in the questions? Is that what's going on? Oh, God. He's like, ooh, I'm going to really get him today. You are the grandpa. Let me see. So this one is titled Dress Casual.
Okay.
So... I'm in a casual thing with a girl that I have had a crush on and was rejected by her because I told her I couldn't handle a casual thing.
Okay.
And wanted something exclusive.
Hey, that's good. I'm glad you spoke up and you knew what you wanted.
But he's saying he's in a casual thing with the girl that rejected him earlier because he said he couldn't...
Wait, how are you in that? If you said you couldn't do it, then you shouldn't be in a thing.
That's what I'm like, wait. So once I realized I could handle a casual thing, we got together. Oh, he can't. He can't.
I can already tell you were trying to fool yourself, son.
Oh, you are lying to yourself.
You are lying to yourself.
Woo! Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but we already know.
Not that we want to judge you, but I can already tell by the beginning of that question.
I am judging you harshly.
You thought you could fool yourself into wanting a casual thing. You definitely don't. You're in love with her. 100%.
Oh, stamp that shit. You're done. Oh, my God. Okay, so here's the problem. Of course, here's the problem. We've been in it for about 6 months, and now I'm in love. Ah! Elle, thank you for being psychic. Thank you. Okay, and I'm in love. I mean, she's the one. I dream about her. I write poetry for her and about her.
Are you Joseph Gordon-Levitt? 500 Days of Summer?
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it. I have gotten a better job for and because of her. I want to be and am better because of her. Oh, dude, you are in.
You are so deep.
in.
You
dude,
are in deep,
you
man.
dug the hole, you jumped in, you put the dirt on, then you kept digging after. My God. All right. She's the reason. Oh, God. He's writing poetry in the question. She's the reason my sun rises and sets. She's the reason my moon shines. You get me? Yeah, we get you. You're deep. You're deep. Oh, my God. Bro. Okay.
I don't want to laugh about this because I don't want to negate your feelings, and I completely sympathize with being in love with someone that will not love you back. But
you knew that. That's why you told her originally. Okay. All right. Do I tell her I want something exclusive and chance losing her, or do I just wait and hope she will see it herself?
Yo, from Summer's perspective.
Oh,
let
boy.
Me tell you, I've been Summer before. You are whatever his name is.
Okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah. I don't remember his character's name.
I've been both.
But yeah, I've actually been both too.
Yeah.
But from Summer's point of view, you gotta let go, man.
Honestly, I've been.
This is never a good situation, and when you are so infatuated, when you are so in love with someone, and they don't return those feelings, you feel like absolute poop.
Forget about it. Forget about it. That's the thing. It's like, well, do you? Yeah. So he's asking, do I want to tell her something about me wanting to be exclusive, or in chance of losing her, or do I wait and hope that she will just see it herself?
Do not wait.
Honestly,
have that conversation. Like, I would be like, hey, we've been dating for 6 months. I know I said I could handle something casual.
Well, if it's casual, is it dating? Yeah, it's still dating.
I just be like, I can't do that. I really do love you. Mm-hmm. But if you want to keep it casual, I'm going to have to go. You have to save yourself, man. Save yourself. You got to get out of there if she does not reciprocate your feelings.
Honestly. And the thing is, it's kind of like, okay, do you also slightly blame her because she rejected him when he said he wanted, because he wants something exclusive first time. And then he shows up and he says, I'm okay with casual. I'm okay with casual now.
No, because that means he's a liar. He's a liar.
But should she have been like, I said no once, and I think I'm going to stick with that answer because I doubt you've changed.
But
I don't know what big thing in your life made it okay.
But how are you supposed to know that the person telling you is like, you're a goddamn liar.
True.
You are telling me one thing, but you really mean another. And that's the whole thing with playing games. Mm-hmm. I think he genuinely wanted to have a casual thing and tried to trick himself into accepting that, and you just couldn't. You can't lie to yourself. Don't lie to her. Just be like, but if she turns you down, save yourself, cut, and get out of there.
Honestly, because the thing is, at this point,
you feel terrible. When you're on that end, you feel fucking terrible. You need to get out of there.
Real life. I have been you. Like, it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, whatever, and we're going to be fine about it, and blah, blah, yada, yada. We start to get into it, and I guess the quickest way to a man's heart is possibly down there. So, connected, I get. Like, my heartstrings are being pulled, and I'm just like, yo, I think we can really do something. And then I told her, and she was like, when we started this, we said we were just, nothing bigger was going to come from this. So, no. We can still be friends, but no. And that's why I learned, like, okay, I can't do that. I can't just, I can't lie to myself while trying to lie to her just so I can see, oh, I'm going to win her over and blah, blah, yada, yada. Trust me, if someone has something set in their mind, it's usually going to stay that way. You can't win someone, and this is another thing, don't try to be the person that wins someone over with sex. Because that's not how things work out. That's not reality. It's not a TV show. It's not a movie. Don't say that, okay, I just need to be able to connect with them, and when I do, now I can talk to them, and blah, blah, yada, yada. Trust me, pillow talk can be just that, and that can be exactly where it lays. That can be exactly where it stays, which is right there in the pillow. When someone leaves their head from that pillow and walks away, trust me, that talk is still there.
Same thing with grand gestures.
Yeah.
They don't work. Yeah. They just make the other person feel awkward and weird, and you might try to guilt them into it. Do not guilt the other person. Do not negate the way that they think or the way they feel. But also, preserve yourself and don't put up with that. If you want something more, there are a ton of other people out there, and you deserve to be loved just like how you love other people. It should be equal.
That's right.
It cannot be a one-sided street. So if she does not reciprocate that love now, you need to go find someone that will, because you deserve it.
Honestly. So don't sit around and try to think that, okay, things are going to change, because unfortunately, as you see right now, they aren't. And now you're trying to win someone with that. It's not going to work. So just let that go. Let that go, move on, and figure out what you need to do. But have that conversation, because it's going to be like an exit interview. It really is.
Yeah,
I'm just
because
saying,
you
be
never
prepped
know.
for
Like,
it.
maybe she's thinking, there is a slim possibility that she might be thinking the same thing, but she also doesn't want to ruin it. It could happen. I feel like that's what happens in movies and not in real life.
Yeah.
But if you don't ask, you will always regret it. And don't be strung along like that. Don't waste your time on somebody that can't reciprocate that love.
Don't, because it's just a waste of your time. It's a waste of theirs.
Yeah.
And you can always remember that there are other fishes in the sea. There are plenty of other people out there. And trust me, you'll find one. Especially now, coming off of, okay, you're rejected, and then they said yes for sex. Hey, you're probably not that bad looking. Think about that. Use that for your advantage.
And you're probably not that bad in bed either.
Exactly, because she's still hanging around. Boom, boom, boom. So just kind of look for that and be like, okay, hey, I'm not bad, and I can continue to move on, and I can grow, and things can be better, so I can find someone else. So take that as don't take it as an L. Take it as kind of a stroke to your ego, letting you know that, hey, you're like a loss.
Oh, got it.
So
Got it.
yeah, don't take the L. Take it as, okay, congratulations, I'm doing pretty well, and maybe, hey, I can find more and find better,
It's not even better. It's just finding someone that connects with you.
Well, isn't that better? I mean, because that's
I
what
guess
you
so.
want, right?
I
Better
guess,
for
like,
you.
she might be a great person, but just not for you right now.
Should he continue to bang it out while looking for someone else?
No, because this guy is in too deep. If this guy was casual and be like,
Too deep? That's what she said!
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Boom! Hello! Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, God.
But son, you gotta take yourself out of. I can't get out of these analogies anymore.
No, it's okay.
Innuendos galore.
It's all right. Go ahead. The shields are down. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, you are way too invested into this.
You are.
You can't make this casual. You've already tried it once. You tried it twice. Don't try to fool yourself, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, you tried it once, said no, then you lied to yourself and said yes. Then all of a sudden, you're telling us how she's the reason my sun rises and sets. She's the reason my moon shines. And it's like, okay, so you're definitely writing poetry. She's got you where you're feeling it right in the heart. I've been there, but the thing is, just be honest, like we said, with yourself. Have that conversation and go into it possibly thinking that, okay, this may end. But if it doesn't, then, hey, you prepared for the worst, but you got the best. But if the worst does happen... You're still going to be
heartbroken.
Yeah, but if the worst does happen, then it's the worst. And yeah, you are going to be heartbroken. We had an episode concerning rejection and how to deal with that. Check it in the log. Go over it. We even have a few articles on it. Read those. You may need them. But
and
honestly,
we will be here for you. Come back to us. Let us know what happens. We'll be here to support you, to comfort you, give you some virtual hugs.
Yes,
if you need
yes. We're a community, and we're here to make sure that you guys are okay as far as emotionally and when it comes to your relationships. Make sure you guys are healthy in that way. So definitely come back, write to us, let us know what's going on. And you can write to us just to let us know and say, hey, I don't need you guys to tell anything about the story on air. It's fine. Just let us know. We'll be able to communicate back to you, and we'll help you as much as we can. Yeah. But honestly, with that, I think we've hit our health.
All right.
And,
we got one last super chat from Cool Handle Name.
He had a taste of the forbidden fruit. He's stuck.
There's other fruits out there, man.
Trust me,
There's
man.
a lot of fruit.
Trust me. There's a lot of fruit. Don't forget to eat your fruits. It always keeps you healthy. So, yeah, trust me. You'll find more out there. Don't worry about it. I'm a father. I have to make sure children are okay and healthy. That's what I'm saying. So, once again, thank you, Cool Handle Name, for the super chats. We definitely appreciate it. Thank you for everyone tuned in. Make sure that you guys tell your friends that we're out here. Maybe you guys are done with questions, but your friends aren't. Apparently, they clearly aren't, because they're sending them into us. But continue to do this so we can continue to help as many of you guys as possible. And write us back. Let us know what happened with the advice we gave you. We want to know. I mean, I want to know. Elle, you want to know?
I always want to know.
See, we definitely
My life
know.
is kind of boring, so I live vicariously through your stories.
Oh, see, exactly. That's it. So help us help you, and everyone's happy. So with that, I want to say thank you guys. You are?
I'm Elle Tea on Facebook and Instagram. If you ever put a little at that hashtaggers, THS hashtaggers, I'll respond to you.
There you go.
Otherwise, I don't go on Facebook unless I see a little notification.
That's true. That's true. I'm sorry. I don't. Facebook is dope, but I don't know. There's so much social media.
And it's not in chronological orders, and I don't want no more buzz.
That gets me upset. That gets me very upset. For me, you can find me, Battlestar Galactica, on everything. And make sure you guys stay tuned, stick to us as far as hitting us up on Facebook, THS hashtaggers, and keep the conversation going. Even after this episode, if you guys got comments, go ahead and comment on YouTube. We'll respond. So make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification. So this way you guys can stay. That's right. So you guys can stay up to date with everything trending
in geek pop culture.
Bye, guys.